Hey, it's James from Active, and today we're going to talk about some product design and development, specifically some innovation that we've had in the past, and explain to you how we think about these things, how we develop the product, and maybe how we'd like to incorporate some of these innovations and designs into future product. So today we're talking about what we call the bucket pressure washer. The genesis of this product was really around the thought of allowing users to have a pressure washer where they didn't have access to a garden hose. And so that is specifically what you're seeing here. Now this is a prototype, and the actual production units, like I said, come in various forms and form factors. There's a few patents related to this product, patents that we still license today to different brands around the world. So you'll see variations of this product depending on what market you're in. The key part about this product, or I should say the key design and kind of innovation elements of it, were really on two levels. One is there's a valve on the top of the unit here that acts as a regular inlet valve. So you can attach a garden hose to this unit where in fact you do have access to a garden hose. But there's also a valve at the bottom of this bucket, and when you click it on, it essentially becomes the water source, and the pressure washer is able to draw the water from the bucket, and you're able to use it, for example, in an indoor car garage where there's no water, or I know a lot of mobile detailers out there kind of jerry-rig their own version of this for use in their mobile detailing setups. The second innovation, of course, is the notion that this unit on the bottom, which is essentially a regular pressure washer, can nest inside the bucket itself for storage and more efficient shipping. So what was the inspiration for this design? Like I said, it was really about how do we allow users to use a pressure washer in places where they don't have access to a garden hose. So not only was it kind of beneficial for car washing, but it was for a lot of remote places such as, even balconies or marinas where you couldn't, draw water from the source. Or people would also put detergent or other things in the bucket to spray onto different applications. And so that's kind of how this design and development came about. And keep in mind, this was about 13 years ago. So this was really before the advent of a lot of kind of battery-driven tools. And that's why this is still a corded unit, although subsequently we came out with, and other people have developed, cordless versions of this unit. There is still, to this day, a technical limitation around cordless pressure washers in the sense that they do tend to draw a lot of power. So given today's battery sources, there's still a compromise when it comes to the ability for battery-driven pressure washers to deliver the same level of performance as a corded pressure washer. It started with an idea on how do we enable people to use a pressure washer without a garden hose, and that's where we came out with the bucket. And then the things of, in terms of shipping and how this thing is built and the technical challenges are then considered. We would then come up with a whole bunch of different design concepts, which we would share with our clients typically, and we would go to prototype and testing and development. This product was in the market, I believe it was around 2008 to 2012 here in North America, and the reception was okay. I think there is a big difference in the market then between then and now, and that's partly driven by the kind of growth of digital. So at the time, this product was kind of sitting on a shelf at a retailer, and there was no means to communicate what it was beyond the box itself. We didn't have large media budgets, it wasn't on TV or anything like that. So it was very difficult to communicate the benefits of this or the applications of it to the average consumer. So I think it really suffered from not being able to kind of really tell a story about what it was ideal for, which is part of the reason for doing this video, is to say, is there demand or is there kind of a use for this technology or innovation, going forward? As I mentioned, the markets that this unit found the most success in was actually Japan. And I think that was really because a lot of the Japanese market was using pressure washers to clean household areas where they didn't have access to a garden hose. And so they would fill the bucket with water and pressure wash things like their deck or their patios or smaller living spaces. And I think that's why it found so much success there. Here in North America, we tend to have garages and areas where you're able to access water. So maybe this concept wasn't as popular at the time. We've had some discussion around whether we want to revive this product or not, especially given what we've learned about how people are using pressure washers in the mobile detailing market and/or awareness of pressure washers in general kind of grow. So we wanted to get some of our consumers' feedback on how they see something like this working and what features they'd like to see incorporated into this type of product. So let us know if you think this is a good idea or you'd like to see a version of this, in our kind of product development roadmap. We'd love to hear your feedback on how you think this could be made better. And yeah, we're interested to hear everybody's comments.